Welcome to another episode of our lecture. Today we are going to treat Chem 101. Um, uh, First, we have to define what chemistry is all about. Chemistry can be defined as the science of matter. In summary, science of matter, the science of matter, and the science of matter. And what is matter? Matter is anything, just anything that has mass and occupy space. Anything that has mass and occupy space. Anything, just anything. This boat is a boat. It has mass and it's occupying a space. Just anything. That's the definition of chemistry in summary. Now, then what is matter? What is matter? We said matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Anything. Matter can be in form of solid, it can be in form of liquid, it can be in form of gas, and it can be in form of plasma. This is said to be the four states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. And the differences between all these is as a result of the interplay of their molecules. The solid has a fixed, the molecules vibrate about a fixed position. The liquid, the molecules are freer. The gas, they are freer than the liquid and the solid. And plasma is an interchange between all the three phases. Plasma is an interchange between all the three phases, and that is matter for you. Then what makes up of all this? This is what brought us to what is known as an atom. John Dalton is an English chemist in 1807 suggested in his atomic hypothesis. We call it Dalton's atomic theory. He said an atom, which is the foundation of matter, is the smallest indivisible particle. The smallest indivisible particle. And among some of the hypotheses also captured that an atom can neither be created nor destroyed during chemical reactions. However, some of these theories has been debunked over the years because of increase in or advances in knowledge. It has now been discovered that atom is no longer the smallest and indivisible particle, as earlier suggested in 1807 by John Dalton. There are other particles that make up an atom, and one of the earlier discoverers of some of these subatomic particles one is J.J. Thomson. The second one is James Chadwick. This J.J. Thomson succeeded in 1897. He discovered what is known as cathode ray. That cathode ray, which is also equivalent to an electron, he discovered this in an experiment he performed, and that experiment is known as cathode ray tube experiment. He subjected a gas, subjected it to a very high voltage and a very reduced pressure. In fact, he created a vacuum in his cathode ray tube, and eventually a glow was observed moving from the cathode end to the anode end of the tube, and he referred to that glow, that greenish glow moving from the cathode end to the anodic end, as cathode ray, and it has all the properties of an electron. So automatically it is said that J.J. Thomson discovered the electron in 1897. At the same time, he also discovered the anodic ray, which is the proton, which is the opposite of the electron, and it is a ray that emanated from the anode going towards the cathode. He called that ray anodic ray. From there, other pioneer developers of these fundamental particles are people like Millikan and Ernest Rutherford. Millikan performed his famous oil drop experiment, where he was able to determine the charge of an electron. And the discovery of neutron came a bit late. What really happened was that electron has a positive charge, a negative charge. The proton has a positive charge, but the neutron has no charge. So automatically it makes it a bit difficult. But however, James Chadwick in 1932 discovered the neutron. Now, when he discovered the neutron, this time around we're able to know about 3 particles that make up the atom. What are these particles? The electron, the neutron, and the proton. From all indication, the electron, from experiment, the electron has a negative charge, the proton has a positive charge, and the neutron has a zero charge. The neutron is a zero. It has a zero charge. But then there is this other scientist, Ernest Rutherford. In 1911, he performed what is known as alpha particle scattering experiment. Here he was able to suggest that a positively atom to be made up of a positively charged particle is situated in the center of an atom. And the weight of an atom is considered to be centrally positioned. That is all rested at the nucleus. So they were able, from all this information gathered here and there, they were able to picture an atom as made up of a nucleus, and that nucleus is made up of 2 particles. What are those particles? The proton, that is having a positive charge, the neutron, that is having no charge, zero charge, and an electron revolving round the atom. In our next lecture, we will be able to determine the charge to mass ratio of this electron. We'll be able to look at some other contributors in the development of the present day atomic theory. Thank you very much for listening. We hope we shall meet by the special grace of God in our next lecture. Have a beautiful day. Thanks.